Is everyone excited to be here? Excited for the next 2 days? Woo! So my name is Stacy, and we have a panel here with these lovely ladies that I've had the pleasure of collabing with. We're all currently posting episodes of a UHC tournament. So we have I Has Cupquake.
Hey guys.
LD Shadow Lady.
Hi.
And Aurelian.
Hi.
So I think we wanted to do just kind of a cool discussion in this panel, talk a little bit about what it's like to be a YouTuber, and then we're going to do a Q&A. So if you have a question later in the panel, you'll be able to come up and ask away to any of these ladies. But yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
How's your Minecon so far?
It just started.
I know, but like, what do you
The
think?
opening ceremony was amazing though. Did you guys think that too?
Yeah.
Please say yes.
Yes.
At this point, you say yes.
How many people are from like outside of England?
Wow.
Whoa.
And how many people are from here?
Wow.
Happy 4th
Awesome.
of July, all of you Americans, by the way. Everyone from the UK is like, no.
All right, so I think we'll start like really, really basic. I would like to know, how did you guys first ever hear about Minecraft?
I saw a video of sea nanners playing it and just got interested. I told myself I wasn't going to play it because I didn't want to get addicted to a game, but I caved in, obviously.
Yeah, mine's the same. I just saw like YouTubers playing it when it was really new, and it looked kind of weird. So I thought I'd give it a go.
I had a friend of mine come back from a LAN event, and he came back and he was like, so everyone's playing this game and you'd really like it. And I was like, why is it so square? This is terrible. And then I logged in and never logged out, so.
I think one of my first videos was one of yours, Lizzie.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel honored.
yeah. Can you guys hear us okay? Cool. All right, so, okay, you saw Minecraft, but like what made you actually decide, I'm gonna make a channel and I'm gonna post videos? Because that's like a weird thing to do, to just be like, here's this game, but I'm gonna post my videos.
Yeah. For me, at the time, YouTube was different back then, so we couldn't monetize on the channels like how you can today, and you'd have to submit to networks. And I would only submit there, and would do vlogs and stuff on my personal channel, and I actually got a comment from a troll of someone saying, you're not a real gamer, you don't post games. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start posting stuff. And Minecraft was in the alpha stages, so I'm like, I'm just gonna start posting this game. And it was so fun, and everyone just really reacted well to it, so I just took off with it.
I used to post Call of Duty videos. I don't really know, like I just wanted to get some friends in the community and play with some of the other females because there weren't a lot of other females except on YouTube. So I actually posted my first Minecraft video because I couldn't record Call of Duty. And I was like, sorry guys, it's not Call of Duty, it's Minecraft. And then I kind of enjoyed it and I thought, I'm gonna do this some more.
I was actually running a Minecraft server of my own, and I wanted some people to play with. So I logged on to Twitter for like the first time ever, and was like, I literally Googled Minecraft like on Twitter, like I searched it, and In the Littlewood came up. And so I tweeted to him what everyone does, and I was like, I have this Minecraft server, do you want to play? And he responded back, and so after that he was like, so do you want to live stream with me? And I was like, what is a live stream? And he was like, people watch you play video games. And I was like, why would they do that? And he was like, well, you should just try it with me. And I was like, okay. So I got on and I played, and I was like, there's so many people here. And they all were like, so you should make this into a YouTube video. And Martin helped me get it all set up, and he helped me kind of launch my channel. And I had no idea it even existed before then. I was just playing Minecraft in my basement.
Yeah, I always call myself like an accidental gamer
Yeah.
because I was just playing with my friend who was a YouTuber named Joey, and I just decided that I would post my perspectives in case people wanted to see like me killing him or trying to kill him or something, and people watched it, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'll make videos. I'm really curious, like how many people here have a channel too? Awesome. So like how did you come up with I Has Cupquake as like a name? Like, what is that?
It's a combination of me just loving to bake and the I Has cheeseburger cats. You know, that was popular at the time, so I was like, I'm just gonna combine them together. It's not that creative, sorry.
I like it. Mine's just
I'm
my
Stacy
Xbox.
Plays. Let's not talk about creativity. Okay.
Mine's just my Xbox name. I didn't realize that I was going to make a channel and start posting videos and have people actually address me by my username on a regular basis, so I didn't really think too much about it.
I was big into World of Warcraft for several years, and at the time I was creating a new character and had just watched the movie Fool's Gold, and the name of the boat in the movie is called the Aurelia, and I was like, that would be the best like warlock name ever. And it was taken, and so the next like recommended, they said, well, put a Y in the middle and an N on the end, and I was like, all right, cool. So I just made like my Twitter and everything because I went to BlizzCon, and that's how I was keeping in touch with my guildmates. And so it was my Twitter, that's when I made my Minecraft name, never thinking that people would not know how to pronounce it or like say anything, and I just kept it.
Do you have a lot of problems with people pronouncing it wrong?
I do, and I've noticed that people from the UK say Aurelian, and people from the US say Aurelian.
Which one is it?
Both. So just, or Aaron, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I want to talk about something I think a lot of people would be interested to know. Like, how do you guys decide what Minecraft to put on your channel now? Like, what is your process at this point? Because it's been a couple years now. So, and if you don't play just Minecraft, you play other games, like how do you decide how to program your channel now?
So I've been doing it for about 5 years, which seems really long. I've taken a little break from it, and I think that was a good decision because now I feel like it's a whole new thing. But I like to play with mods, and I also like to play with my husband, who should be here somewhere taking pictures. Where is he? Where is he?
He's back
there. Better not have left. But I kind of just like to go off the comments as well, see what people really enjoy and ask for suggestions. I find that to be really helpful too.
I really like to mix it up and do different things. So I really like single player. I have one single player series called Shadowcraft. And then I like to do a lot of multiplayer as well, like mini games and stuff. I recently played some mini games with you, and you haven't played any for a while, so it's really crazy how far they've come lately, and they're just new mini games all the time.
I tend to just kind of post what like people that I know are playing, because the best for me, the most fun that I have is when I'm playing with other people and when I'm doing something that they enjoy. So I've started doing like high stakes Minecraft, where we play Minecraft, but there's like a punishment at the end. So if you lose, like I've gotten pied in the face, I had to drink ranch soda, I lose a lot. I got pelted with water balloons, but it's really fun because everyone enjoying it is just enjoying it so much, and it takes it into a whole new level. So I tend to play like what everyone else is like, hey, we should do this, and it's a really terrible idea. I'm like, let's do that.
And I'll just answer the question too. As far as I go, I used to play like a lot of mini games, and there was one problem, was that I am horrible at them. And so I was really drawn to more like being able to have a long-term world and do like series that goes on for a long, long time. So that's kind of what I focus on now.
And dogs, lots of dogs.
If there's any game with a dog, like I will just log on to Steam and just search dog. Like usually like every other day, and just be like, any new dog games coming out?
I did that with fairies for a long time, and I was playing 1.2.5 in Minecraft because it was the only one that had fairies in it, and I kept being like, can you please update this mod? Because it was like the oldest version of Minecraft that you could still get. Yeah.
So just in terms of like the decision to start doing this full time, because I think that's really interesting that like it's now our jobs to play Minecraft. Like Lizzie, I know that you were balancing like university and this for like a long time, right?
Yeah, I just finished university. I just graduated. Thank you. So it was kind of hard to balance my university work and also try and do videos, but videos was my hobby, so it's good to take some time out from studying just to do something that you enjoy. And after university, it was kind of just a natural progression for me to just start doing it more and often. And then I have a lot more free time as well now because I don't study, so it's kind of been an easy transition for me.
And then Erin, you actually have a full-time job at Twitch
I do.
and a daughter.
I do.
So how are you alive?
I don't sleep. So my day normally starts about 7:30, and I wake up at 7:30, I get up, I get my daughter ready for school, I take her to school, and then I come back home and I work full-time for Twitch. I will usually do like a lunch break live stream or record a video during my lunch break. So I eat and record, then I go back to work till 5, pick her up from school, spend time with her till she goes to bed. About 9 o'clock, I start recording again, and then I edit, upload, and finish all of that about 2 in the morning, and then I go to bed, and then I wake up at 7:30.
Can I just say I really admire you?
No kidding.
It's really, but like Minecraft is where my friends are, right? Like my friends and what I enjoy doing is videos. It's Minecraft. It's where I spend time with my friends. So most people would go out with their friends to go to a movie or do whatever, and I play Minecraft. And so for me, that is kind of my, that's my social time. So it doesn't feel like work, and when you enjoy doing your work, it doesn't feel like work anymore. So I don't feel stressed out all the time because it's what I do for fun. It makes my day better. So it's not really, find a job that you love, and then you won't have to work. So
Yeah, I think that's true.
Somebody famous said that. Don't quote me. Oh, thank you, sir, so kindly. Yeah, somebody else said that, but it's a good motto. So
Yeah, like I don't really realize how many hours of a day I'm working because it's like, well, I'm playing Minecraft. Like it's not really.
It just feels like fun. Like
Yeah.
you're just enjoying yourself, playing with friends. That's a job now.
Tiffany, you travel a lot, right? You get to do like a lot of stuff, and
I travel. I try not to travel as much because it really drains me. But my husband and I we just got an office, so it's kind of developing into something a lot bigger than I ever expected when I created the channel 5 years ago. So it's really cool to like see it like another
Who would have
level.
known when you started making
Yeah.
videos in your bedroom that it would turn into this? I mean, you don't know, because when you started 5 years ago, when I started 4 years ago, that nobody was doing this. It wasn't a job for anyone.
Do you find that there's like a separation now where like you come back from the office and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do something for myself now, or like it's a fly, or are you like always working on Minecraft still, like at home and the office?
I'm always working.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
that there's an office, I thought that there would be, because it's really hard working from home. You don't have any sort of separation. So that's kind of another reason why you're always working. And I thought the office would help with that, but still working a
No?
lot. Yeah.
I think everyone thinks it's like this really glamorous job. A lot of times it's like we have to turn the air conditioner off and we're just like sitting there sweating. Like,
you
trying-
have that problem too?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one, because I feel like halfway through a video I'm like sweating like just profusely because the air conditioner is so, and you don't have air because you're
Yeah,
here.
I think that's just a thing that Americans have, because it's usually quite cold here anyway, so we don't really have problems with overheating.
Like, what's one of the biggest challenges to this job that people might not realize, that like it's not just all fun and games, even though it is?
It's kind of 24/7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not that you would want to escape from it, but your phone is connected to Twitter, and people are contacting you all day, and like you're replying to comments all day. So it's really hard to separate yourself from life on YouTube and then just have a real life and go out with real life friends, and try not to just look at your phone all the time and Instagram and stuff like that.
I think that like the videos that we recording is only like 10% of what we actually do. And when you do YouTube full time, or when you get to spend the majority of your time doing YouTube, you get to do a lot of really awesome things that sometimes you guys don't get to see on camera. You don't get to see. So we're traveling, or we will get to go test a product, or we'll get to film something for another channel. And so sometimes the stuff that we're doing and that we're recording, or the games that we're playing, aren't just for us. And so a lot of it is time management. Like, how do I manage, like coming for Minecon, I didn't sleep for like 3 days because I have like, what do we have, like 12, 20 videos or something going up while we're here. And so you have to prep for all of that. Now we're here and it's exciting, but we're still scheduled like panels and demos and things like that. So for me, time management is like essential, and we've talked about this.
Yes.
Time management.
It's a big problem. I think a lot of YouTubers struggle to manage time, because even though the videos are like 10, 15 minutes long, it takes a couple of hours to put a video like that together, just the recording, the bit before the recording where you're like building a map or whatever, and then to edit it and upload and make sure you get a nice thumbnail and stuff like that. It takes a long time, so I think people don't really realize that that's how long it takes.
Yeah, I think what you said about it being 24/7, like I wasn't super expecting that. Like I moved apartments in January and I still have boxes that I just haven't opened because I didn't ever think like, oh, I don't have a weekend really, or like just a day. You were doing something a while ago, I think, where you actually like made sure that you had a weekend.
Yeah, no, I was trying to do all the work. That's another hard part about doing YouTube, is trying to make personal time for yourself and trying to give yourself a weekend, because it's important to take a break and spend time with family and friends. So we would try to do our work just during the week and then give ourselves a weekend, but it would always end up working over the weekend still. But yeah, time management is a big problem, or not problem, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
I wanted to talk about mods really quick because, like, how many people play with mods? Yeah, like a lot of people. I love mods. I think we all use we all have modded series, I think. So Cupquake, like you just started season 3 of Cloud9.
Yes.
Like, what can you tell us about your mod pack? And like, how do you come up with them? Like you release these like fully developed mod packs. Like, how much time goes into coming up with a mod pack?
So this one we kind of approached differently. We worked with Feed the Beast on this one and Curse, and we kind of told them,
Make it compatible.
yeah, we told them this is the feel that we want. We want it to be very adventurous and action, and we just want to, we gave them the feel, and they kind of put together stuff, and we told them some mods that we wanted. So it was a lot easier this time. But previously, we would kind of stick with a theme. So for Oasis, I would have, would be like a very tropical or
Like enchanted,
magic. So we would kind of stick with a certain theme and just look for the mods that would fit with that. So it was kind of just going on the forums and just writing stuff down and looking stuff up.
Lizzie?
Research, a lot of research. For Shadowcraft, which is the main series that I've done, I like cute animals, so I kind of look for that, and a couple of extra items in the game to give me some more things to do, and obviously some furniture mods, because we all know that Minecraft is definitely lacking a little bit in the furniture department. But it takes quite a long time to get all those mods compatible sometimes. I remember spending 3 days non-stop trying to get the first one to work because it kept crashing with all the different mods and stuff. But when I finally got it to work, that was the best feeling ever. I felt like a computer programmer.
Shadowcraft is actually what I watched that I was like, oh my gosh, why is the light so pretty? Like, what are shaders? And then I was like, I want my own Dogcraft. That's what I'm gonna do.
But it has to include dogs.
It has to do with dogs. But I like the mods that I use in Dogcraft. I think I like mods that look like they could be part of vanilla Minecraft, even though they're not. Like, I don't know. There's something about like mods that add in like really, really detailed things that for me is like, I don't know. Depends on the series. But, like Aurelian, tell us about Minecraft Isles. That's modded.
Yeah, it is modded, but it makes Minecraft an entirely new game because so Minecraft Isles is a series that we have going on with a bunch of different people. Afmo, I'm gonna blank and forget everybody. Lizzie is on it. Joel is on it as well. There's a bunch of people on it. It makes it completely new because when you log on, it's not like, oh, here's a tree and I need to punch this wood. It's, okay, who's gonna be the most gnarly pirate ever? And we have to make money. So everything that you're doing in the game revolves around this like commerce system. So like Lizzie's house is on top of mine. I showed her like
That was an accident.
It was an accident, but we have like this secret underground cocoa bean farm because that's how you make the most money. Like we studied the currency system.
I didn't know that, but now I do.
It is. It's very intense. And so we also have like dungeons that you can do kind of like in World of Warcraft where like you got to get a group of 4 people, you have to go attack this pirate ship and there's like a salty dog pirate and you have to get his like awesome weapon at the end, and skeletons have guns instead of bows and they will explode you. Like it is an entirely new Minecraft experience, and it's a lot of fun to just like wander around and be like, oh, what's that? What's that?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's like
so fun.
NPCs to talk to as
Yeah.
well, and they all say kind of different things.
They give you
so-
quests.
Yeah.
Like they'll say, if you bring me back 5 of this, I will reward you. And so then you like go off in a completely new direction.
Yeah, it just gives you more stuff to do in the game, which is basically what mods are for anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we want to start having people come up. If you have a question, there's going to be a line over here. So if you do have a question for any of us, you can like start queuing up right here. Just I would ask that think of if your question is to a specific person, let us know. But I tweeted out for a couple questions too. So I got a really good one from Marie Aaron that was, I think, a really good question. How long does it take you guys to edit a video?
I do a lot of editing, so it takes anywhere from like an hour for like a minimal editing, and then sometimes I can spend like 4 hours because I'm a real perfectionist about it. So I like to have it perfect, and I like to make sure that I cut out a lot of the boring stuff, what I think is boring anyway, because I just do a lot of stuff silently and I don't talk. So I edit that out.
For me, it depends on the type of video. Sometimes it'll be an hour, but I've spent like 10 plus hours on one video, so it just really depends on the video.
Lizzie and I did a Sims video together, and it took me about a half an hour to do the editing on it, and basically all I did was just add an intro and an outro, and I left the entire bulk of the video, which was a half an hour long, and Lizzie's was like 11 minutes. So to give you an idea of like, I spent a half an hour and really didn't edit anything, and she like clipped it and edited it, and it probably took you like 2 hours.
Yeah,
It took her
was-
about 2 hours.
Because multiplayer, there's like people talking, so there's no
Right.
silence that you can just quickly edit out. So you had to like watch the whole video all over again and be like, is this bit good? Is this bit good?
Yeah, so
It
even
really-
in the
yeah.
same kind of content, it can like vary
Yeah,
hugely.
it depends on the
Yeah.
content too. Like our UHG tournament is like a beautiful thing.
No editing.
To export. But you never know, like sometimes there's like an audio problem that if you don't listen back to it, you wouldn't have heard. And then like with my modded series, like I'll spend like 2 hours just like preparing. Like, do I have everything? Like I'm writing down like what I want to do. Like the editing isn't as long, but sometimes the preparation can take longer.
Sam, you were talking about like, how do you know what to record? I record things that take the minimal amount of editing because I don't have time. I don't have 2 hours to do that. So usually the stuff that I'm recording is like, what can I record that doesn't have like 1,000 edits that have to go into it? Because I just don't have the time to do that.
Are we ready to, hello. Are we ready to start asking questions?
We're good.
Yeah, let's go. Who's this?
Hey guys, I'm nervous.
Hi, nervous.
Hey guys! I'm a big fan of all of you. Stacy, you still mad at me that I killed your cat? Not in real life. It was in
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah, legal, like there's a lawsuit pending. I was never mad that you killed my cat. Like a lot of times I'll get mad. Hi, by the way.
Hi!
Hi. A lot of times like I'll get mad in the video, but like I realize at this point that it's like pretty funny stuff to see me so miserable. So like I'm actually secretly okay with it, even though I was really, like I worked hard for that cat, man.
It was an accident. Accidents happen.
You lit it on fire. It was
Okay,
not
it wasn't an accident. I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Cool.
Thanks-
I'll see you
thanks,
later.
guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
This one's for Stacy.
Oh, hi.
You should have. Well, sorry. Why didn't you bring Paige and Molly? They could have helped you with the panel.
I think there's like a lot of international laws around bringing dogs. Like Molly has had every virus that there possibly is, so I don't think they would have let her in the country. And like Paige, I say that Paige loves you, but she would also love to bite a lot of you.
Yeah, I went to your house once and Paige was really scary. She had to
Yeah,
lock
Lizzie
her
came to my
away.
house once and she was like, oh, Paige and Molly. And Paige is just like, I don't know you. So I didn't bring them.
Hi, I wanted to ask, like, when did you start your YouTube channel, and like, how long did it take for you to like start getting subscribers and like for it to take off?
Anyone specifically?
Anyone?
You guys wanna-
I started mine in 2010. And it was really slow at the start, which was fine because I was just having fun. It probably took like 2 years to get to maybe 50,000 or something like that, which is a lot still, but it took a long time. And then after you hit a certain amount, the growth is just exponential, and it just carries on at an increased pace. So it kind of snowballs.
Thank you.
I had a atypical, I think, launch into YouTube because I had a YouTuber who was helping me. So I launched my channel and had one video, and I think had like 500 subscribers like right off the bat. So mine was a little bit different, but it does take a long time to get up to that upper tier. It took me like a year and a half to get to like 30,000 subscribers. And then within like a few months after that, I was like at 70 and then 100 and then 120. And it starts snowballing after you continue doing it. But the key is to keep doing it. Like keep posting videos and keep trying. And
Yeah, consistency is definitely important. Don't get discouraged if you're not getting a lot of views in the beginning, because it's something everyone goes through. And especially I feel like now it's a little more saturated than when we started.
Yeah.
So just keep at it.
Yeah, I had a similar thing to Aurelian where I had a YouTuber that put my channel out there, and so I didn't have any videos, and I had like 12,000 subscribers, and so I was like, I guess I'll make videos. And then for a while I had a different job, and so I wasn't like, this was just a hobby. And then when I finally decided to pursue it, then I started to see the growth. But like I think someone was saying, just start it. The saying that I always tell people is like, if you start it now, like if you don't start it now, you're gonna have 0 subscribers a year from now. But if you start now and just plug away at it, you'll be happy in a year from now that you started, because you'll at least be farther along.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is for everyone. What's a good tip for starting YouTubers? Like people that are starting YouTube.
I would say don't play something because you think that that's what you're supposed to play.
As well about how you can make them better, and that's really helpful.
I would just say be patient. I know that it's really hard to look at big YouTubers and say like, well, I only got 15 views on a video and they're getting 15,000, but we were all getting 15 views on a video at one point. And so you look at your content, and mine was a struggle for me because I didn't know what I was doing, and so I was losing patience with myself because my videos were terrible, they were bad, and I didn't know what I was doing. And so I had to be patient, like reading comments, and they'd say like, can you adjust your microphone? Okay, cool, I can do that. Hey, other YouTubers would be like, did you know that you didn't fix this setting and so your video is not as good? So being patient and kind of taking the hints that people are trying to give you is like really essential when you're first starting out, because it is hard. It's not easy to make a YouTube video, and like 3 years later, I still mess things up, and people would be like, you left 20 minutes of black screen at the end. I'm like, I'm sorry. So just be patient and kind of give yourself that time to learn what you're doing and grow, and just know that everyone's first videos are terrible. And
definitely.
it'll happen.
Don't delete the first videos. Keep them.
Because then you can do like a reacting to old videos video.
Oh my God, it'd be so cringy.
You do.
I
learn
would
as you
also
go
add to
along.
that too, like don't feel like you have to have the highest level of equipment when you start. Like when I started, I was using a laptop. I used my internal microphone. Like there's videos on my channel where you can see that I'm getting 6 FPS. And like as the channel grew, then I started buying more and more tech equipment, but don't let that hold you back from starting. Use what you have.
If you're like funny and you have like a really likable personality, people are gonna watch, even if you sound like you are in a toaster or whatever. If you have like the bare minimum setup, then that's all you need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi. So this is a question for Cupquake. It's because are you maybe going to do any more Gary's Mod videos on YouTube?
Yes, so I do other games other than Minecraft. I only play what we really have fun with, but I definitely love Gary's Mod, and we'll be playing more of that.
It's for the same person. What's your favorite mod?
Favorite mod? I know it's very simple, but I have a lot of fun with the Minecraft Comes Alive, just because I can have a family.
Baby Joby.
I think just just having a family, Minecraft comes alive. It's my favorite.
I messed around with, what's it called, custom NPCs for a video. That's crazy.
Hi. I'm just going to direct this one to Aurelian, just to keep it short for the line. I was wondering, when was the first time that you found your Twitter blew up with @replies and stuff when you first started
Twitter
going?
specifically?
Yeah, Twitter.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you can look at Twitter now has analytics where you can like see what popular posts. And one of my most popular posts from last month was me accidentally replying to myself with nothing while I was running at the gym. So I wish I could remember what specifically it was. It was probably something really dumb, or like I tweeted at myself on accident, or Actually, I think my most popular Twitter was when I accidentally leaked my Minecraft video first. So like anyone who's familiar with Minecraft knows they are very particular about when you post a video. And I posted it at like 2 in the morning, and I got 4 phone calls and like 97 text messages like, your video went live early. And then everyone was like retweeting it. She ruined the whole thing. So that was probably it.
Was it a UHC?
It wasn't. It was me joining Minecraft.
Oh.
It was like my actual like video of like I'm joining the server, and
It's supposed to go up at 2
I
p.m. or
messed up
something?
YouTube, and I scheduled it for PM, like AM instead of PM. It was supposed to go live at like 2 p.m., and I scheduled it for 2 a.m. And yeah, and then Twitter hated me, and it was great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, I've got 2 questions. So first one is, what's your highest education, and what is it specifically?
Oh, okay. So my highest is a 4-year degree, and it was an emphasis in print journalism. But at the time that I was in college, I'm kind of old, there was a focus called search engine optimization, which was the study of putting keywords in websites to try to get them to rank higher. So emphasis was writing, but also just it kind of pushed me right into the web. And so I was doing web stuff up until YouTube.
So I have a bachelor in fine arts.
Oh yeah, there's bachelor.
I already said that I just graduated. That was in computer animation and visualization.
I have 2 degrees in college. I have one in corporate communications, and I have one in nonprofit administration. I worked for a nonprofit hospital doing physician and education for nurses and stuff.
I personally feel like the structure of college like has helped me in what I'm doing. Like even though maybe I'm not using what I learned there, like I still feel like it kind of helped.
I've had like 4 different professional careers in my life. So I was a wedding planner and did like freelance writing for magazines for wedding planning. And then I worked in PR for like a big hospital. And then I've worked in like recruiting and human resources. And when I started YouTubing, my mom sat me down and she was like, just so you know, you're not wasting all of your education and all of the things that you've done, because you've learned how to be a public speaker, you've learned how to manage your time, you've learned how to manage projects. So your career in YouTube will relate to other things that you've done, and it's never too late to transfer like what you're doing. Like every single one of us has something that you'd be like, well, that's not video gaming at all, but it all kind of ends up relating to what we do.
And the second one is more of a, now if you want to be a YouTuber, you start from a hobby and you practice and you do stuff. Do you think, guys, that within the next few years it will become like a degree that you can take in university or for a college, that you say, like a young person, we have a lot of young people here, they would say, I don't want to be a fireman, I want to be a YouTuber. So when they go to secondary school, college or whatnot, they say, I want to be a YouTuber, and they do that degree. Do you think that that's going to happen, or is that
It could. I mean, it's so hard to predict because everything is changing so fast right now, like with YouTube and online video. Like who knows next year what we're going to be doing with our videos. I think it could be. I kind of almost don't want it to, because I don't want everyone choosing it. Like I want teachers and doctors and like scientists, but it could.
They do kind of exist. So my degree in corporate communications, I took video editing, I took radio broadcasting, I took journalism, I took project management. So my degree in communications very much set me up to know what I was doing as a YouTuber, but then it also applied to like a corporate setting. So always chase your dream job and always do that, but learn that like you can do multiple things with the same degree. So communications, if you want to be a YouTuber, communications is probably your best like degree.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really something that you can teach. I think you can learn how to do video editing and how to run a channel, like the technical side of it. But there's just a lot, you have to have a real passion for it, which I guess a lot of people do if they want to do it for a career. But I don't know, you just have to have the personality as well to be out there. And even if you know how to edit really well and you do have a really good personality and you are running your channel really well, there's still no guarantee that you will be a huge channel one day. There's no guarantee at all that you'll even make it past the first milestone. So it's that unpredictable that it would be kind of a hard thing to teach.
It's kind of like being an athlete. There are tons of people who are really good at sports who never make it into like the major leagues or become like the Michael Jordans. And so I think that it's one of those things where like if you still have a passion for basketball, keep playing basketball. Don't let the fact that you're not Michael Jordan stop you from playing basketball, but just continue at it and do it as long as you love it.
Great, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
I was wondering, do you consciously choose your target audience and make videos for that target audience, or is it a consequence of your own personality?
I think you kind of start putting videos out and then you notice who your target audience is. And then when you're aware of that, that you obviously already make videos for that audience and that appeals to them. So you just carry on making the same kind of videos. And if they are kind of young, you have to be aware that you can't use inappropriate content and stuff. And I think all of us really keep that in mind when we do our videos.
I've always just been more towards teens and kids. Like that was what I worked in before. I worked on a website with the Jonas Brothers. So I've always just gravitated towards teens and kids. Like I don't think like, oh, I really want to play this horrible game, but I'm not going to do it because there's kids watching. Like that's just what I like.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cute
Hi.
shirt.
I like your shirt. Thank you. How hard is it for like you to come up with original content, and like if you're starting a new series, come up with an original name or original mods to put in it?
It's pretty hard. The rule of the internet is if you think it up, somebody's probably already done it.
Yeah.
But you just have to try to adjust it to your own. And it can be something really small where like you want to play a mod pack, but you want fairies in it, for example, and then you just add it. Like as long as you're doing what's best for you and what you like, it's going to have your own spin to it.
I think it's okay to be inspired by other people and see something that they're doing and think, oh, that's really cool. I want to do something like that. How can I make it my own? And I think that's totally fine. I think a lot of people do that. And then other times you're just kind of in bed or, are sitting watching TV and you see something and you get inspired and you write it down for later, and then you kind of just do a little research and like figure out how you can make it as best as possible. Sometimes for like name ideas and stuff, I like troubleshoot with my friends. I'm like, do you think this is good, or does it sound like silly? And they come up with like better ideas for me and stuff. So I kind of just like to bounce creative ideas off others too.
Yeah, for me, it's like a constant, I'm always looking for ideas. Everything is inspiring. I just always am like going. And for names, I use the thesaurus a lot. Like if I need a name, I need another word or something, I'll use thesaurus, and then I'll just go down like in the hole of thesaurus and just keep going.
I think what Aaron was saying about like the communications degree, like my degree was in journalism and storytelling, so I think that's kind of what I was already doing outside of Minecraft. But then if I ever get stuck, I just ask my mom. Like I called her and I said, okay, it's a UHC tournament. It's all girls. I need a name. I've been thinking of it for hours. I can't. And I hung up the phone, and she called me back like 4 seconds later and was like, UHC, you're welcome. I was like, dang,
Thanks,
Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to help keep video editing and production engaging?
To help keep it what?
To help keep video production and editing engaging.
Do you mean for yourself, to keep you engaged, or to keep the audience engaged?
No, to keep other people. So if I was to make a video, what would you say would to help keep them engaged?
I think it's
editing-wise?
important to, if there are any tedious parts that you find boring, then probably other people are going to find it boring too, so make sure you edit that out if you want to. It's important to also keep the flow of a story, so if you have a specific thing planned for one episode that you want to do something, make sure that you show all the stages of you doing it so that people don't think, hey, hang on, how did they get that sword? They didn't make a sword. Make sure you show that because that's like an important part of the story.
I would say pay attention to what I was saying about planning your episode, like pre-production. Like I actually spend a lot of time thinking about the episode so that I don't just record for hours and then I have to edit it all up so that it's engaging. Like I try to think about what do I need to do so that when I go to edit it, it's really just polishing it up and I have good stuff there to begin with. Cool.
Hello. Hi. Stacey, just want to say before I ask, your video of the Ice Bucket Challenge where it goes on your dog when you're doing the milk and it falls on your pets is brilliant. It's just brilliant.
I did the ice bucket challenge, but with milk. But the container was not sturdy enough, and so I dumped it on my dog.
It was brilliant.
Thank you.
I was just wondering what kind of reaction you get when you tell people what you do for a living. Like, are people bemused by it? Just wondering.
There was definitely like a long period of time where friends and family were like, but you went to college. I always say like I'm in like kids and teens online entertainment.
I just call it video production.
Yeah.
And people understand that, but then when they ask what type, and I mention, oh, you know, YouTube.
It
video.
always starts it. Like
It
you say,
always, yeah.
well, there's this thing called Minecraft.
People still don't really know about the space. A lot of people don't know about it. When I first told my parents about it, I came home from school and they're like, as long as you finish college, we'll support you. But it's definitely, I think we've gotten better at it just because we've had a little more, time to.
Now you can say like, well, Microsoft bought it for $2 billion, so it's a big deal.
Yeah, but people still react. They're very intrigued by it. So I usually tell them my channel and then they'll just go look it up. But
Yeah, I find that people find it really weird and interesting, and they're always like wanting to ask questions. Like, so how does it work? Like, how do you? So people actually watch you, and like 1 million people watch you, and then they go, maybe I should start doing that. That's the one I always get.
I just got that in the airport. I was in the airport waiting for my flight to come here, and I was just talking to the person next to me. He's like, oh, so what do you do? And I'm at this point, I just go, I play video games. And he's like, no, but seriously, what do you do? And I'm like, no, seriously, I play video games. And then I want to know how it works. And then I'm like, well, it's just like a TV show. Like, nobody pays the TV show. They pay for the ads that run on the TV show. And then people are like, oh, okay, I can get that. Like, my mom can understand how TV stations work. My dad understands it. And, like, most adults understand that. And so that's usually what I tell them is, like, and now I'm a full-time for Twitch, and I just kind of, like, I just play video games. Just leave it at that.
I got one of those airport massages the other day, and they were like massaging my arms and my hands, and they were like, what do you do for a living? You have like knots in your arms. And I was like, I play video games. It's like, what did you say? I was like, I play video games. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is for Lizzie. What's your favorite game except for Minecraft?
I really like World of Warcraft. I haven't played it so much lately. Every time I find a new game to play, I'm like, this is my new favorite game. So Gary's Mod was my favorite game for a while. I really loved Prop Hunt and Murder and stuff. That was really fun. But I think Minecraft is something that I always keep going back to. So, I mean, Minecraft is the bay, but World of Warcraft as well, and Gary's Mod, and I don't know what other games I play. Does anyone else know?
Sims.
The Sims, that's another one that I also like. So yeah, thank you for the question.
Hi.
Hi.
This is weird.
How do you think we feel?
How do you deal with hate comments?
That's a good question. I actually had that one down and we didn't get to it. Because I think we can always say like, well, we ignore them, but like we see them. So I personally like to correct their grammar. That's like my biggest. I'll just write back and just say it's apostrophe RE. Or my biggest tip is to just unplug, like turn your phone off. Like I'll go for a walk with my dogs and it'll kind of take a few minutes, but then I'll be like, oh, none of that is here right now. I don't have to think about that.
Okay.
For me, I will just, if I see something that's not constructive criticism, I'll just block them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's easy to say ignore the haters, and a lot of people will say like, "Oh, ignore them. You know, we love you, we ignore them." But I think it's important to address the issue and say, you know, because it's sometimes a lot of children making hate comments, and they don't realize that it's hateful. They're just saying, "Oh, you know, you look really bad today," and it's like they don't understand that that's a horrible thing to say, and you should never say that to someone. So you should just say to them, you know, that's not very nice. You shouldn't say that. And maybe think about yourself. Maybe if you do that by accident to some people, because I see a lot of people will stand up for their favorite YouTuber getting hate, and then they'll turn around and they'll, you know, send hate to another YouTuber that they don't like. So it's important that you, as well as being able to deal with hate, that you're making sure that you're not actually putting it out there yourself as well.
I think there's two ways that I deal with it. So the first one is that some people will say something really hateful and the intent behind it is not hateful. So when you first read it, you're like, oh, that kind of stung a little bit. So I'll look at a comment and say, like, if they say like, you suck because your video lagged and whatever, I'm like, okay, so the takeaway is that you were upset that my video lagged. Okay, so what can I do to fix that, right? So you can try to see if there's something actually that you can pull out of a comment. And the second thing is to realize that no matter what you do in life, like there's some saying, I love sayings, they're like my favorite, but there's like a saying that like you could be the best, sweetest cup of tea in the whole world and somebody's gonna hate tea. Like it's not you personally that they don't like. And so if you can remove like the personal thing that they're attacking you for, some people just won't like you, and that's okay. That's okay for you to not like my content, and I can deal with that. Your hateful comment can go away, but I mean, I can deal with the fact that it doesn't matter that sometimes people just aren't gonna like you, and that's okay.
Yeah, I never delete any comment that just says, I don't like this part of your video or I don't like what you did. But if they hate you, you can just block them, you know? Like you wouldn't have a friend, like you wouldn't go have lunch with someone that was just like, by the way, I hate you. Like you wouldn't associate with that person. So you could just block them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. This question's for all of you. What's the biggest problem any of you have had while making or uploading a video?
Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
The biggest
I heard
problem
barbecue.
like you've ever had with making or uploading a video. Like I know I have one terrible, I can't think of it.
I think sync issues is a problem. I still have them. Do you guys still have sync
Sometimes
issues?
you don't notice until after the video's gone up and people are like, hey, this bit's wrong, and you're like, oh, can't change it now because it's up there, so.
I don't know if it was with you. I did one of the Sims Challenge videos where I couldn't get my recording software to work, and it was like the person like had to record it right then. So I was like, well, I'll just pull up a different program through XSplit, which is what you use to live stream, and it can capture your screen and your voice. So I was like, cool, I'll just record it. I got through the whole like hour-long recording and realized that I had ended my last broadcast with an ending video, and my microphone had been muted. So I recorded the entire video, and you could hear the other person, and my audio was gone. So like, what do you do? Like,
Sit there and watch it.
I just sat there and like wanted to cry, and I was like, well, don't give up. And I contacted the person, and I was like, hey, I didn't actually get any of my audio. And they're like, no problem, I got you on a separate track. And I was like, yeah. So then you just have to sync it up. So, I mean, I was really disheartened after that.
Yeah, if you like, make sure you always run a test beforehand to make sure your levels are right and it's recording and it's not lagging and stuff like that. I've started to do that a lot because I've had so many problems in the past where my mic is muted and stuff like that. It's so annoying. But I used to have a really low upload speed too, so it used to take me like 10 hours to upload a video back in 2012 or whatever. So, you know, it would take like 10 hours to upload a 10-minute video, so I had to make sure it was worth it.
My microphone broke like 2 days before Christmas, and I didn't have any videos like pre-recorded. And I was like, everyone wants to watch videos. So I had to go to like a guitar store, and they were like, oh, are you a musician? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I hope you guys are having a good day.
Thank you.
I have a few questions, but yeah. So, do you guys prefer Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube. Twitch or YouTube? Just because streaming is super draining, and I like to edit stuff out.
Okay. Next question.
Twitch. Hi, everyone's on Twitch right now, so hello.
All right, pick one more because we got a long line. We don't have much time.
Okay. Do you guys think that mods are keeping Minecraft alive?
I think it depends on your situation. I think that with any game that you play for hundreds of hours, the content is always going to become familiar. The thing that Minecraft has done a really good job of doing is that Minecraft, when they were releasing their snapshots, was constantly adding new material into the game. So even if you weren't playing mods, there was still something extra that was coming out every couple of months that you could play. But that being said, I do think that sometimes we need to take a break from the same thing that we do over and over and over again. So mods are a great way to like refresh your interest in the game without actually having to change games.
I think Minecraft is only as good as your imagination. Like, you don't always need a boss to kill or like a new animal to be introduced. Like, I think, you know, if you just need to think of the next thing to do. And mods a lot of times help people like, oh, I can't think of anything to do, but like, here's a mod and I can make something from this mod that I've never made before. But Minecraft really challenges you. If you just have vanilla to, you know, can you keep going? It's really down to your imagination.
Okay.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I guess my question, because I know, Ari, you mentioned your Minecraft mistake. I was wondering how you take those mistakes and, like, in the public embarrassment, especially on the scale of you guys, and deal with that.
You just do. Like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and someone else is gonna have made another mistake, and so mine's like not gonna matter, right? Like it's really hard. I was really upset. I sat in my hotel room and cried, and I was like, everyone's gonna hate me, because I was the first girl, right? So this was like my first chance to make an impression, and I screwed it up. I messed up. But you're always gonna mess up something somehow, and it took me a long time to realize that like, even if you mess things up, you have to be more patient with yourself, because it just happens. Like, we're human, and I can't be perfect all the time. And everyone was actually really great about it. I was harder on myself than the public was. They were like, welcome to Minecraft. You've messed up like the other 25 people that you play with. And I was like, all right, thank you everybody for being awesome about it. So sometimes you just have to like, you gotta let it go and just realize that tomorrow's a new day, and you can make it up and you can make it better. And if you continue to try to not do the same things going forward, then that's really all that matters.
I was recording once when I was sick and my nose was running, and I just kept rubbing my nose, and then the video went up and I didn't realize like I had face cam, and all the comments were like, at 7:20, like, is she picking her nose? And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just rubbing it for the record, but I took it down. I was like, oh, what can you do? Like, I watch every video like 5 times now. That's my advice to you.
I think you just gotta own it. Like, if you do something embarrassing, be like, yeah, that's me. I do these things. And then people will actually love you for it and appreciate that you're a person just like everyone else. Because a lot of people put YouTubers up on a pedestal and they don't think of them as real people, but when they mess up, you're like, ah, yes, this is just like me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi. I was wondering, oh, I got a weird echo. Would you rather live in a world without Minecraft or live in Minecraft?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Isn't it really obvious that you
Are
would
my
rather live
friends
in
with me?
Minecraft?
If my friends are with me, I would pick Minecraft. If
multiplayer
it's
world.
just like me and Steve hanging out, I mean, I would miss my friends.
And maybe a Herobrine in there.
Like,
I
you
could live
want
without that.
creepers to be real?
Oh.
There's worse things.
I think I could survive if creepers were real, as long as I could respawn. You know, it'd be a bit annoying that I kept losing my stuff all the time, but I'd just learn with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I think we have like, what, 5 minutes? 4 minutes? All right, so let's try to get through as many as we can. Be quick, please.
Rapid fire.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, thank you. I have a question for Cupquake. Are you planning on maybe doing World of Warcraft again? Because I remember that you began with World of Warcraft, and I was just wondering.
I don't have any plans to play. Just
Don't do it.
Just
Don't get
because
addicted.
it's really addictive, and I don't want to. I like my social life, so I'm just staying away from it right now.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. This is for Cupquake. I was wondering if you're ever going to bring back one of my favorite series, Minecraft Oasis.
Maybe.
because I really want to see it again. It's a good series. I loved it.
Thank you. Definitely thinking about it. But I don't want to do 2 Minecraft series at a time. I think that was my mistake.
Yeah, I know.
So, because it was just a little overwhelming, and we kind of had similar mods. So, it won't be during Cloud9 if it does come back.
Yeah, maybe after, but.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. This one's for Cupquake. Have you ever had a problem making a video?
Yeah, a lot. I still run into technical issues. My husband does all my tech stuff now, so I kind of have handicapped myself.
Yay! That level of diversity.
Yeah.
The light level.
But yeah, no, I still make mistakes all the time. I'll forget to record my audio. I will have something out of sync. It happens all the time, but you just gotta continue moving forward and just learn from your mistakes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Last one? Yeah. Right? Last question.
Hi guys. If you weren't YouTubers, what would you be?
If you weren't a YouTuber, what would you be?
Yeah, if you weren't YouTubers.
Okay.
My favorite job ever, because I've had a corporate career before this, my favorite job that I ever did was I was a wedding planner. I would go back and do that like in an absolute heartbeat.
I don't actually know what I would do. I kind of wanted to be a teacher because I just wanted to and I kind of want to use Minecraft to teach. Now that I've seen that that's a thing, I'm like, I could use that. I would love to teach kids about Egypt and have them just build pyramids and stuff. But I think now that I've tasted YouTube, I don't know if I would want to go to teaching. I just want to stay doing this forever.
I think I would do something creative and use my artistic background. Definitely wouldn't be doing a 9-to-5 job. I want to be my own boss forever, so.
Yeah, I think I'd still be doing probably what I was doing, or just writing or websites. So yeah, luckily I don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone so much for coming.